I am making orange beet chard kale lasagna today. And I have 3 cheeses. I have Edam, mozzarella, and a very creamy Havarti. As you see, I couldn't even shred it, so I'm going to just slice it in the lasagna. To prepare orange beets, you just need to wash them and then take the bottom part off. And any part that is a little bit dark, just clean those spaces and put that for your compost. Then I cut them in half, and I cut them in slices like this, and then I make bite-sized pieces. This beet cooks faster. Don't do it with the purple beet because that won't cook like this. This is only for lasagna and other dishes that I cook because they cook faster and they have different tastes from the regular beets. I'm using a vodka sauce because it's very, very complementary to the orange beets. I have a little bit of cilantro, of course, always cilantro. Now I'm gonna count, I always count pieces of the lasagna noodle. So we have 3, 6, 9. We have an extra one, so we can always put that in the middle or on top. So we'll start with 3 pieces on the bottom. Or if you want, this one is long, so we put it, you just have to fit them in nicely. You can cut a piece in half and put it on these sides, or you can make the middle size kind of thicker or the top size. It's up to you. Whatever you decide, it's perfect. So I'm going to put some of the sauce. I just pour it in there. And I have a spoon. I will spread it with my spoon so it goes everywhere. I already cut the stems from the chard and the stems from the kale because the stems take longer, so we're going to put them on the bottom part. We're not throwing away the stems. They have a lot of juice, they have a lot of flavor. They're a little bit tough to cook, but that's why we're putting them first. And then put some of the cilantro, just sprinkle around. The cheese, I'm going to take the pieces that didn't shred good. I'm just going to slice them there. They will melt nice and beautiful. Don't worry about it. Nothing has to be perfect. It usually comes out pretty good, I promise you. So I'm putting a little bit of each cheese. I'm not going to make it too cheesy. This is 4 ounces of each cheese. So it's about 1.25 pounds of total. Now we're going to go to the second layer. So here, if you want to make it larger, we're going to create more space and pour the sauce. There's no rules on my sauce. It's up to you. Because you're cooking, you're the boss. Just decide what you want to do. And I'm going to chop some of the kale. So I'm not using this whole bunch. I'm just using part of it, but because they're so pretty, I'm showing them off to you. What you do, you slice them in 3 to make them kind of bite-sized. They shrink when they cook, so it's not going to be this giant lasagna. So it's going to go down. Everything is going to go down, and it will be the size of this pot. 3 leaves. I might put some more of the kale. So the second layer will be very green. Since the top layer is going to just have cheese and sauce. There we go. I think I'll put some more kale. A couple more leaves, so maybe a total of 4 to 5 leaves of kale, so kind of half a bunch. The kale is very delicious, and if you want your family to eat kale and chard, this is the best way to get them eat it, because with the cheese and sauce they wouldn't even know what's in there. There we go. Now the cheese, a little bit of cilantro all over, and the beets right there. How pretty that is. Looks like a garden. Very nice. I almost forgot about them. And right in front of me. Okay, the cheese. It's gonna stay a little bit taller than this pot, but when it's cooking it's gonna go down and it'll be the nice size, the same measurement. So there's our cheese. And the last layer, of course this is not the most perfect lasagna because we have these, you know, it's in the pot, it's going to cook in the stovetop. I'm not going to bake it. When it's in winter I do bake it, and makes the house nice and warm, and you know your food cooks while your house is getting warm. But now in summer I'll just do stovetop. It's faster, easier. I'm gonna pour as much as this jar hot water. I have some hot water ready that will make it also help it cook faster. So if you have hot water ready, it's perfect. It's just going to be hard to lift it. Make sure you have something ready. So I'm going to put this on the stove. I started heating it, so cooking process will be faster. Yeah, I need something to hold this. So be careful when you're working with hot water. You can do cold water and that will be fine also. If you have more cheese, you can put it on top. I ran out of cheese, so I don't have cheese on top, but if you have extra cheese, I would recommend to have some cheese on top. And then we put the top on. I actually have some Irish cheese in the refrigerator. I'm going to shred some and put it on top of it. So I'll put the top on, and this is ready to cook, and it will take about an hour. For sure. So we'll give you a finishing picture about an hour. I will have a snapshot of how it looks. It's beautiful and delicious, I promise. So the lasagna cooked for an hour on the stovetop, and as you see, all the herbs, they cook down, so it's not as high anymore. It cooked perfectly. To check out if it's cooked, you just take a spoon and take a little piece of the pasta, the noodle from top, and when it's nice and soft, that's ready. And this pasta is gluten-free, of course I forgot to mention, and you don't have to boil it or anything, you just put it dry. So it will say on the package, no boiling noodle. So that's what it is for this dish. Thank you so much for watching, and keep on watching because I have all kinds of interesting and delicious and healthy food for you.